Wagwan, my friend. I'm 23 years old now, and when I was 21, I was dumb and broke. Probably like you are right now. And I was able to cure that in less than 2 years. And now I am here to help you do the exact same. Truthfully, the people who do really poorly in school and are considered the dumb ones are almost always the ones who end up owning businesses, who end up making a lot of money and getting super successful. And this is strictly because the people who go to university and they buy into the lie that getting a good education and a good job actually gives you a life worth living are the ones who end up working a job for their entire lives that they do not necessarily enjoy. So if you happen to be a little bit of a retard in school, I want to assure you that this is a good thing. I know I was, and I'm just here to help you play your cards right so you can actually use this retardation to your advantage, get rich, and live a good life while in your 20s. I'm about to teach you how even if you're dumb and you're broke, you can live a good life while you're young, get rich, and do all the things that you want to do. So let's say you're 19, 20, you've finished school, you're kind of in a job you don't really like, you don't know why you're in that job, and you want more, you want a good life, you want status, you want to be a somebody, you want money, you want to be able to move and operate out of wherever you want to be. You want to have a big family. You just do not know how to go about acquiring all these things. Now, I am someone who was a loser by my own definition, but I knew I wasn't a loser mentally. Simply after creating a vision and getting obsessed with that vision, I was able to go from being a loser to living the exact life that I wanted to be living. I have been able to build the life that I want in less than 2 years, and I'm going to take you through the process so that you can do the exact same thing. The very first step to acquiring wealth and being able to live the life that you want to be living while you're still young is changing your identity. Guys, like I said, I was a loser by my own definition, and something that I realized on my journey to getting to where I wanted to be is that you have to be willing to shed away everything that currently makes you the current version of yourself so that eventually you can become a version of yourself that you've never been before. And this means getting rid of all the beliefs, all of the traits, all of the habits, all of the things that you currently do that make you you so that you can become a new version of yourself. If you identify as a broke person, you will remain broke. If you identify as a rich person, you will be rich. So to do this, you must understand that you need to let go of your current identity and adopt the identity of the person and the version of you that is living the life that you want to be living. So how do you do this? You need to audit the current version of yourself. What are your habits? Where does your time go? What do you spend your time doing? What are the things that currently make you you, and why are those things making you a version of yourself that is less than ideal? You need to first defend yourself from the negative things and remove all the negative aspects of your current identity that make you the current version of yourself before you actually start to focus on building any type of wealth at all. And I'm going to go over them now. The very first thing, your current identity has certain beliefs about life, about money, about God, about success, about wealth, about rich people, about being rich. Audit these beliefs under a microscope. A lot of poor people believe that money is evil. Some people believe it is going against God to make money. Some people think all rich people are assholes. People believe money doesn't make you happy. Some people believe everything out there is a scam. Everyone's out to get me. Or they just believe that they simply could not do it. Or they just believe that it's not for them. They could never do it. It's not something that they would ever feel comfortable doing. They don't believe they could make $100,000 a month or a day. You limit yourself through your own mind. Do you believe that you can make $50,000 in the next month? Do you believe that you can make $1 million this year? Why do you not believe that you can make that much money? You need a strong belief system. You need to believe that you can truly accomplish anything that you put your mind to, because without the belief, there is no action. There is no intent. You need to change your beliefs that if you put your mind to it, you could make $1 million this year. I would recommend reading The Magic of Thinking Big by David Schwartz. This book will help you understand the importance of thinking big, and it'll help you shift your belief system to serve yourself much better. The second thing is your environment. You need to audit your environment, your surroundings, and the people that you're around. Why are the people that you are around and the places that you are around you, and how are they serving you, and how are they affecting your current situation? Guys, I literally have 2 to 3 people that I consider my brothers, and that is it. Is that what I want? Not really. I would like to have a bit better of a circle and a brotherhood, but the truth is, as you level up, focus more, and you get more and more obsessed with your vision and your mission, next to nobody is going to be willing to walk with you and operate at the level that you're operating at. And the truth is, it is far better to be alone working hard than being around people, but people that drag you down. Like I said, for the most part, barely anyone is going to be willing to go with you. If you can find someone who is willing to go with you and work at the same work ethic that you're working at, then by all means, work with them. So for you watching this right now, you need to begin to ask yourself, are the people around me going to be able to maintain the same level of drive, ambition, passion, discipline, focus as me? Will they have the same hunger to work as hard alongside me as I will have? Or are they going to ask me to hang out, smoke weed, play video games, kick back, and distract you? And then once you've answered that question, you need to be willing to cut off anyone who doesn't fit into your vision. The third thing is then your habits. Audit your current habits. Your habits are what make you you. It's what your time consists of. What are you doing in the limited amount of time that you do have? And where is it leading you? I want you to go onto your phone right now, go into your settings and look at your screen time. If you're spending any longer than 4 hours on your phone and you're not making money from it, then you are wasting time. How much more could you be getting done if you removed habits that were negative, like scrolling, and you replaced it with deep work and things that built you towards your dream life? How much better would you feel, and how much more focused and disciplined of a person would you be if you weren't eating junk food, if you weren't watching porn? If you watch porn, mindlessly scroll, eat junk food, you look like the type of person and you feel like the type of person who does those things. You make yourself a loser by the habits that you have. The best way to do this is to adopt the identity and the habits of the version of you that is the best version of yourself. You just need to understand the best version of yourself. What do they do? What is their identity? What are their habits? And you need to adopt those yourself right now. And that is how you, in turn, become the best version of yourself. You need to understand that in order to become the version of yourself that you want to be, you must first change internally. You must become the person in your mind, in your identity, who already has all the things and the life that you want. Then it can manifest itself physically. Lastly, and most importantly, is vision. 99% of people fail because they lack vision. Vision is something everybody overlooks. I've spoken to so many people and they ask me questions like, how can I make money? How quickly can I make money? Is this difficult? What is the best way to make money? Where should I invest my money? How long do these things take? And my answer is always the same. Well, what do you want? And nearly every time I ask this question, I get the same answer. Money or freedom? This is number one bullshit. Everybody wants money and freedom. But what do you want? In order for you to arrive in your dream life, you must understand exactly what that looks like to you. Saying money or freedom is just a blanket statement that could mean literally anything. When I say, what do you want? I mean, what exactly does your dream life look like? How can you possibly get somewhere if you do not know where somewhere is? It's simply not possible. So before you worry about money or before you worry about freedom, write down exactly what your dream life looks like to you. And you must understand to a very, very detailed level exactly what your life looks like. And I mean where you live, why you live there, who you live with, what your house looks like, what your car looks like, what your driveway looks like, what your wife looks like, what your network is, what your net worth is, how much money you make every year, every month, every week, every day, every hour. Understand the reason you go into such extreme detail is so that you have a vision, a very, very, very clear vision of exactly where you're going and why you're going there in your mind. Because when you have a vision that is super clear in your mind, you begin to internalize, you can see it, and you can feel the emotions that you would feel when you have that thing. And when you do that, you begin to understand the type of person that you need to be in order to have those things. What this does is it begins to program your mind, and you begin to become the person who has that life before you've got that life. And eventually, by feeling, by knowing, and by acting like the person who has that life, you become the person and you get that life. So those are the fundamentals. That's exactly what you need to do before you do anything else, is defend yourself, audit your identity, audit your habits, audit your surroundings, and make sure that you actually have a vision and you know exactly where you're going, why you're going there, what it looks like, and you'll internalize that so that you can actually get to the destination and achieve the life that you want to be living. Once you've got those things, it is then time to start building the foundations financially. Now, I'm going to teach you exactly how you can start building the skill sets and building the wealth that you need in order to live whatever life it is that you want to live. Right now, once you've done those things, you know where you're going, you know why you're going there, you've audited your habits and your identity, and you're ready to change those things, then you are going to begin to do things today that are going to compound over an extended period of time that are going to contribute to your success. What you're going to do is you're basically going to take all the negative habits that make you the current version of yourself and all the things that you do with your time right now, and you're going to replace them with important things that build you the life that you want to be living. You're going to replace all the negative habits and traits with good ones. Here are the exact things that you should be focusing on to become the best, richest, most competent version of yourself. Number one is self-education. Start by educating yourself. You need to understand what information and what knowledge that you need in order to get to where you want to be. In order to materialize your vision, you need to know what the things that you need to know are in order for that vision to come to fruition. When I was a loser and I was working my construction job, I would spend all day listening to ebooks and podcasts that would teach me about the type of things that I needed to know and what skills I needed in order to make my vision a reality. I was constantly downloading new data and new information that I could then use as a weapon to get to where I wanted to be. This is then how I was able to make an educated decision on what the steps I needed to take were to get to my dream life. And that is exactly what you're doing right now. By watching this video, you're downloading new data and you're learning things that are going to help you get to your dream life, because that's literally the point of this video. Now, you need to place a focus on getting the knowledge that's going to get you to where you want to be. However, do not get caught in overconsumption and do not give yourself analysis paralysis. You should be making moves 2 to 3 weeks after you've started looking for the right information and the right knowledge. Then you want to start putting that information into action. I spent about 2 to 3 weeks learning about which business model I wanted to start and what I wanted to do. And that was social media marketing. I tried to start an agency, and only by taking action did I realize I actually wanted to do sales instead. So get the information you need, learn everything that you need to know, then start taking action. And then through taking action, you are going to also learn and you're going to get lessons that put you on the right path. Spend some time, take 2 to 3 weeks, formulate your plan, then take action on your plan. Do not be one of these fucking geeks that spends hours and hours and hours watching YouTube videos for months on end and takes no action. Now, I attribute most, if not all, of my success to the mentors that I've had. So also be willing to save up money with whatever brokey job you're working to invest in getting the right people around you. Now there is a lot of bullshit out there, but me personally, I've never bought anything bad. I've not had a shitty mentor. I've not invested in a course that was bad. Everything that I've ever spent money on is good. You just need to use common sense and you will actually get so much from investing in yourself and getting the right people around you. Because without investing and getting knowledge and learning, how do you know? You can try to teach yourself, but you might spend years and years and years trying to learn a lesson that you could have learned in 5 minutes. So be willing to invest. Don't be one of these guys who jumps from business model and buys 100 different courses. Pick one, spend a bunch of time on it, and it will work and you will make money. Do not get shiny object syndrome. Don't jump from business model to business model. You aren't successful yet because you haven't stuck to one thing for long enough. The second thing is personal brand and content. Start posting content as soon as possible. Anyone can start a personal brand at any given time and then leverage that to make a ton of money for the rest of their life. The third thing is physicality. Understand that success is being competent in all realms, not just financial. As you earn more money, it is only going to amplify who you are. It is only going to bring your traits out more. Coming into money can be a really negative thing for a lot of people if they're not yet a competent individual first, because money just makes you more you. If you have bad traits, they'll be amplified. If you have good traits, they'll be amplified. So it is important that you become a strong, dangerous individual. Your physicality is your mentality. If you look at someone who's never been in a real gym, who's never been in a fight gym, who's never sparred, you will clearly see a difference in their confidence as they walk around compared to someone who's been training consistently in the gym and in the fight gym for the last 3 to 4 years. You'll see a large difference in their mentality and their confidence, because not only are they going to walk around more confident knowing that they could sleep everyone, because they're also going to have discipline that they learn from building a strong body and training in the gym, and it's also going to give them a strong mind. In your 20s, you have unlimited energy, unlimited testosterone to train as hard as possible every day. So you have no excuse to not be strong, to not know how to fight, and to be the most competent version of yourself. If you start focusing on these 3 things in the next couple of years, if you start focusing on these 3 things now, they will compound over time and you'll be in a really, really good position within 3 years. Once you've got these things squared away, then you want to start finding your vehicle, the thing that is going to get you out of your 9 to 5 and allow you to focus full time on building the life that you want. This is exactly what I did, and it was the first step I took in order to move all my focus towards building the life that I wanted. So after you've done all this defense and you've set yourself up and you've built the foundations and you're doing all the right things, you are now ready to start building on top of that and actually getting towards the life that you want to be living. So that was step 1. Build the foundations, go on the defense, get everything squared away. Step 2 is then to get into sales. Now guys, sales is truly the equalizer. You can come from any background, you can be in any situation, you can have any starting position, and you can turn yourself into a powerful asset and basically run over and outperform every single person that you know very, very quickly. You can use sales to go from 0 to hero super quick. Trust me, this will never be a bad decision, and your future self will always thank you for learning how to sell. You'll be more confident, more articulate, more persuasive, you'll be more comfortable with rejection, and you'll be more influential. PBD, Tate, all of these guys started in sales, and now they are some of the most influential people out there. You might have wanted to start a business in the past, but bro, you will not be able to succeed in business anyway if you cannot sell. So this is where you start. Do what I did, work a job, save up some money, invest your money in learning sales, learning from someone who has the experience, get a mentor. This is going to get you the connections and the skills that you need. I could tell you to do it on your own, but that would be shitty advice because it's not what I did. Step 3, like I mentioned before, is then to begin building your personal brand. Even if you're dumb and broke, you can start changing your life by posting content and talking about what you're doing. I only started posting content and documenting my journey about 6 months ago, and the growth I've seen in my personal life and my finances in that time frame has been immense. We're in an attention economy where attention is more valuable than anything else. Where attention goes, money flows. And when you understand this, whatever it is, more eyes on your page, more eyes on the link, more eyes on your content, more eyes on your product, more eyes on your ad. This is what is going to make you money. When you understand this, you understand that you need to be building a personal brand if you want to make a lot of money. And the best part is you can simply get attention for free just by posting content. And it is something that literally anyone can do. This will open a lot of doors for you, and it is free. Start today. All your favorite influencers are rich because they post content. It will help you get better offers, better connections. It will give you more status. It will give you more credibility, and it will give you a ton more money. You will never regret building a personal brand. It will only ever make your life better. At this point, you'll be making at least 8 to 10K a month with high ticket sales. And then you can talk about this in your personal brand. You can start educating others on how they can do the same. Then step 4 is exactly that. By now, you're probably a year or 2 into fixing your life and building the life that you want to be living and getting rich as fuck in your 20s. You've probably already got about 6 figures stacked and you're making pretty good money. But most importantly, you've learned lessons that you can then, and you've taught yourself skills, and you have knowledge now. You have knowledge now on how to post quality content, on how to build a personal brand, on how to sell, how to make money, and any other things in your life that you have knowledge on, which could be completely unrelated. It could be how to bake bread, how to cook, how to play golf, how to knit. It could be literally anything. You've got knowledge on things now. And not only do you have knowledge on things, but you've got an audience that care about the things that you're doing. And you have the ability to sell. And you have knowledge that you can sell, and you have an audience to sell to. You have all the makings now. You've turned yourself into a business, and you have all the skills that you need to make money in perpetuity. Now, this is where you enter the big leagues, because you've simply created traffic through organic content. Then you're going to have people that follow you who experience a problem that you're helping them solve through your content for free. And if those people want more help solving that problem, you are going to have the knowledge and the information to give them to help them solve that problem. And they're going to be more than happy to pay you for that information. You also know how to sell. So when these people ask you for help, you get on a call with them, you use your sales skills to sell sell them, they're going to then pay you thousands of dollars to help them solve the problem that they're experiencing in relation to the skills and the knowledge and the personal brand that you've built. They're simply going to have their current situation, their desired end situation. You are going to be the person with the knowledge and the information to help them close that gap, and you are going to get paid to close that gap. You're going to simply change lives and get rich in the process and help other people do the same. And that is it. That is how you're going to get rich quickly. That is how you're going to get rich young. And that is how you're going to live a good life in your 20s. This is how Eamon did it. This is how Tate did it. This is how everybody online that you've seen has done it. Learn something valuable by changing your own life. Take the knowledge and the information and the lessons that you learned on the way. Build an audience by documenting these lessons and by documenting this journey. Then teach your audience how to change their lives. You'll make an impact. You'll make a positive impact on people and on the world, and you will get rich and you will live a good life in the process.